for the game, the long game, you know, the best virtue you can have a player is availability. So that's kind of the goal, you know, being available for your teammates.
Tucker, Matt today said that he thinks the tight end position is the second hardest position to transition to the NFL from besides quarterback. As a tight end going through, do you feel that? Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that for sure too when I was going to college, but I think it's a much easier transition now than it was for me at first in college. So I kind of had to learn how to play football over again, coming from middle of nowhere. But getting here, there's a lot of similarities, a lot of carryover from college, but like the immense detail that you have to get into when you break a huddle, like seeing the man across from you, knowing that the margin of error from inside zone, outside zone is that much. Like it's the difference between like this much from near point to number play side. So it's getting all the details down and getting off the ball on the count, before the count. Like that's a big thing.
How did install go for you? Because Matt said everything's installed now. Do you feel like it went pretty smoothly?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things installed. And I know, I mean, just like or any offense I've been a part of, like teams do what they're really good at. So we're going to run a lot of the same concepts you've probably imagined in the past. Like you might have seen the same plays over and over again. So that's what teams do. They stick to the things that they're good at. So I'm trying to get good at the things that the Packers are good at. That's my big goal right now. And I believe that, you know, we're all on the same page, or at least getting there.
Thanks, Tucker.
You guys understandably look good this time of year. Young, strong, fast guys, big guys get done. How are you going to transition that to when the pads come on? I mean, how tough is that for a guy at your position?
Yeah, I mean, personally, I always thought like practicing without pads on as a tight end it's really difficult because, you know, we use our bodies in the pass game a lot. We like extend arms, running routes. We bang into people trying to play catch technique, you know, stair step, breakout. And then on the line of scrimmage, we have to use physicality in the run game because we're usually smaller than the people that we're blocking. So when you get the pads on, I think a lot of the technique's going to be able to come along because we can run into people now full speed. Right now we're running off the football and we're running into another guy's chest. You know, there's no padding there. So having a little bit more things to grab onto to properly anchor down and run through your landmarks, I think that'll be a lot easier. Not a lot easier, but less difficult.
And A.J. Dillon was saying you can't practice that alone. I mean, that's group stuff. So that's just the natural progression as we go forward. Is that the way you look at that?
Yeah, I've always said to every coach that has ever had me, you know, I'm a better player when the pads come on. So.
During the pre-draft, did you work out, or were you with any of the other rookie tight ends that got the?
Luke and I went on a visit together to Cincinnati. Other than that, no. Well, me and Sam Porta trained same place for the combine.
I'm just wondering, why do you think it seems traditionally rookie tight ends kind of struggle to make a huge impact their first year? It takes some time. It's a tough position to learn. Why do you think that's just? From your perspective, why do you think that's generally been the case? What is it about the tight end position that's difficult to adjust to?
I think in college, as tight ends, you're really not asked to do the extent that you are in the pros. You know, for college, for me, I knew outside zone was to the right. You're more or less just blocking spots, you know. But, you know, this is what, like, college is like. The need to know. In the NFL, it's about right here and throwing that dot and making it into that circle every single time, and then getting consistent on that. That's the biggest struggle for any athlete, any rookie transitioning in the NFL is being consistently better, getting better at one thing every single day. You know, that's the challenge. I think as a rookie, learning the run game, the protections, and then with the pass game. You know, that could be a lot. But at the end of the day, I think it really just comes down to just taking a deep breath and having fun. Because we are playing a kid's game, you know, just getting paid handsomely for it. But, yeah.
with this phase of the offseason kind of coming to a close, have you progressed in the way you thought you would, how you like so far?
Yeah, I at this point in the offseason, I'm enjoying where I'm at. You know, I always think that I could do better. I might get my alignment and assignment down, but I might not do it the right way sometimes still, like, you know, today. Just doing stuff, like I know what I'm doing, but I have, you know, 100 things rolling around in my mind. And then when I line up on the line of scrimmage and I hear, "Sit-out," like, I'm like, oh man, what's the play again? Or what cadence do we have? So I'd say that's just that's the most difficult part. I honestly forgot your question as I was talking. But